Communication is a fundamental component that is found in any relationship, whether it be in business, at work, or in your relationships. The common struggle that people often experience is what I like to call a communication breakdown. So picture this. You have a presentation that you need to deliver or a proposal that you want to present to your team leader, but all at the same time, you have a million thoughts that's running through your mind. And then when you try to speak, it just doesn't come out right. You know exactly what you want to say, but somehow your delivery is way off. You start to mumble, you get nervous, and then your mind just goes blank. Now picture this second scenario. You're in a heated discussion with your partner or loved one. You start to get frustrated because they're just missing the point. As your stress level increases, so does your voice. Your volume becomes louder, your tone becomes harsher, or it could be the total opposite. Your volume could be way quieter and your tone becomes more hesitant and unsure. In both cases, it causes the other person to not fully understand you. This is a common theme that I see in someone who often experiences stress and anxiety. This is communication breakdown. Now, when stress and anxiety is in motion, it hijacks your logical and rational thinking because your emotions take over. In the end, your communication suffers, which impacts your ability to present in the meeting, to express your concerns to your team leaders, and it can create conflict and misunderstanding in your relationships. Now, here's the best part. You can build strong relationships by mastering these 4 communication fundamentals. Number 1 is your pace. Number 2, your volume. Number 3, your posture. And number 4, add a pause. So, number 1 is your pace. Slow down. Anxiety causes you to naturally speed up. Be aware of the pace of your speech. Are you talking too fast? Remember to take breaths in between sentences. Number 2 is to speak louder. Now, don't confuse this with shouting. When stress and anxiety takes over, you may find yourself being more reserved, your speech and volume becomes quieter, or it could be the total opposite. When stress and anxiety takes over, you may find yourself shouting, and you may also find that your tone becomes a lot more harsher. The best thing to do is aim for a volume level of 5 to 6. This allows the other person to hear you and also understand you better. Now just imagine volume 10 is very high and volume 0 is very low. Aim at a level of 5 to 6. Now the third part is your posture. How would you feel if I spoke with you with my arms crossed, my shoulders slouched, bad posture, and I'm looking away? Doesn't it look like a defensive posture to you? Do you feel welcomed to engage in a conversation with me? Try this instead. Relax your shoulders. Keep your arms open rather than crossed. Sit up tall. This posture reduces the fight or flight response in your body. It lowers your stress and anxiety levels and is a more welcoming and approachable posture. This posture invites a neutral conversation. And the very last tip number 4, is to pause. Often when we're stressed or anxious, we tend to rush through our sentences, and this can make people feel uncomfortable and they might even misunderstand you. So, to get your point across, just pause. This is a powerful play in itself because it allows people to really digest what you're saying. I'd normally recommend pausing for at least 3 to 5 seconds, especially when you reach to the topic of interest or the point that you want to bring across. Now, the next time you start to feel stressed, anxious, or overwhelmed, come back to these 4 simple, powerful tips. I'd love for you to try one of these communication tips. Your pace, your volume, your posture, and add in the pause. Let me know if you found this valuable information, and when you do try it, share your experience with me.